What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we are back with the Cobra. If you guys watched my previous video, I was just talking about the IRS versus SRA debate. Now, oh, does it feel good to have this car back out? It's March 20th. We got some heavy rain because there's a lot of salt on the ground, but she looks so good. She's so dusty. She's been sitting for 5-6 months. But oh my goodness, man, I miss this car so much. So today's video, we're going to be talking about the good old auto swap in this car. So, well, it's not in there yet. So for those that don't know, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you checking out the video. You know, maybe hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. But yeah, so I picked up a 4R70 probably about 6 months ago. And for the longest time, I've wanted to do that. My dream vision was always to have a built 4R70. Probably, I don't know if I wanted to go Whipple. I tossed around, you know, going turbo, but I have some friends that are like, yeah, it's super sacrilegious, keep the Cobra with the, you know, positive displacement blower, and I understand that because that does give it a lot of character. But I think we're getting close to throwing in a 4R into it. So the reason I say that is because this car does have a built TR3650. So for those that are new, these cars do not come with that. These cars from the factory come with a T56, which is a very stout transmission. The T56 is definitely a very popular transmission. A lot of Coyote guys will go that route. And then if you're making some really big power, a lot of guys, they'll go to a T56 Magnum. Now, I got this car for a crazy good deal. For those that want to know what I got it for, you can check out one of my previous videos. It was dirt cheap. It was cheaper than most GTs go for because it has a solid rear axle swap, which I actually preferred. And it has that 5-speed. Now, it is built, so it's good for 600 wheel and 550 torque. This car makes 462, 458. So I'm not even getting that close to that number, so I'm not that concerned about it. This car really could probably handle any abuse I throw at it, but I do not abuse this car in the slightest. Since I've owned it, it's never seen red line once. I never even really take it past like 4,000 RPMs. This is my dream car and I baby it. So the day it ever gets beaten on, I mean, I don't know. I do have something really cool coming to the channel, and that's kind of going to be the reason why I want to auto swap this. Now, there's a lot of options for auto swaps. You have the 4R70, TH400. Some guys do 6R80s from the Coyotes. From what I've read online, the 4R70 seems to be one of the easiest swaps because it came in this style GT. So I think that's the reason I went with the 4R70, just because I knew it'd be easy to set up. So I already have the trans, I have the drive shaft, flex plate, shifter, all of that. Now I will be doing a manual valve body, so I still will be shifting it. I just will not have a clutch. Now you guys are probably asking yourselves, why, Evan, would you want to get rid of a manual? And I will be completely transparent, as I've owned this car now for a year and a half, driven it stick, and I still kind of don't like driving stick. Now, a lot of that has to do with just for the fact that I probably haven't practiced enough, right? So I've had this car for a year and a half. I've put maybe 400 miles on it, and I don't know. Something about driving an automatic, I'm confident I can get in anywhere. If I encounter a crazy, massive hill, I don't have to stress out. Every time I'm on a hill with this car, I begin to like get nervous and anxious and all that. Now, I probably drive this car less because of that. Now, some of you guys are probably like, Evan, you got to just get over your fear of doing it, and you just got to go out and practice more, and you're absolutely right. So this car I keep stored at my parents' house because we live in a condo, and this car does not deserve to be sitting outside. I already put it through one winter of sitting outside under a tarp, and that was not fun. Now I understand the value and how much I love this car, because at first I kind of had mixed emotions. It broke down on me a couple times, and I was almost to the point of selling it. I actually had it for sale, and now one of my good friends, Dave, he actually came to buy it and told me, Evan, don't do it, you're going to regret it. And I'm glad I didn't, because now I've really grown to love this car, and I've kind of made it my own. I do have some other plans for it. But yeah, so I'm torn, guys. I'd love to hear your input. I think I would enjoy it more with a 4R70, but at the same time, there is something about driving stick that just makes you feel more connected with the car. And I think I just need to get over that fear and just drive it more. I'm gonna do an oil change here soon on the car, because she's due for that. I went to get an oil change and the car wouldn't even make it up on the lift because it's too low. So I have to do it myself, which I've never done before. So some of y'all are probably laughing at that. But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. It looks pretty straightforward. I already have all the stuff to do it. I just got to find time to do it. I drive this car very, very little. So one of these times I got to do it. I'm really tossing around getting some new wheels for it. I kind of want to go 18s, but I know people love this setup. To me, this is kind of like the perfect OEM Plus setup. Still having the 17s. So these are AFS wheels, the 17-inch. It's chrome. And then the 15-inch in the rear. And I mean, I got the fitment dialed. I mean, there's no spacer. And I mean, that looks good. When I get on it, which I rarely do, she sits, she squats. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did not roll the fenders at all. It does not rub. So I did my due diligence and I got this thing sitting right. Now I get IRS guys all the time. How'd you do it, Evan? How'd you do it? Well, you gotta have a solid rear axle to do this. And you guys can see it totally clears the calipers without an issue. I don't know if you guys can even see that. You really can't. But it clears very easily. I just gotta get center caps. The ones that I have don't fit. So I gotta get different ones. Tossed around, possibly doing some welds on the car. But right now, dropping $3,000 on wheels on this car that I barely drive doesn't make sense. I got to get my other wheels refinished for the 05. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Should I go forward with the swap, throw in the 4R, and then drive it more? Because I feel like if I did that, you know, I would take it more places, take it to more shows. But at the same time, if I practice driving this more, I'll be fine. So I don't know. I think I'm just in my own head, but you guys don't want to hear about all that. So nonetheless, I'm going to cut this video here. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments, because who knows, maybe you guys will push me to do one thing or keep it, who knows. But nonetheless, I appreciate all you watching this video. If you enjoy it, give it a like. It really means a lot to me. Drop a comment, love to hear. And I will catch y'all in the next upload. Later, guys.